opportunity to ask questions, because I know they have some questions to also ask. I'll quickly ask you a question, sir. Some weeks ago, the Minister of Defense issued out a press release where the security agencies in Nigeria were mandated to monitor the activities of prominent Nigerians on social media.
Who are against Buhari?
It was not specified out
It
on
is.
social media.
It is.
But the question is, just yesterday, the Inspector General of Police ordered for the arrest of Kazeem Afegbua, a media advisor.
I can ask you, what has he done?
Leader.
Let me put the question back to you.
The issue is, he called for,
because he was the one who signed the letter, he released the letter from
yes, I'm coming, sir. That digital leaders should come on board.
Yes.
Then he also wrote another letter that same day that the issue of Fulani herdsmen, 2019 elections, advising the government on what to do, criticizing them. Just yesterday, they called for his arrest.
Is that an offense?
Do you think this is a ploy to implement the earlier threat issued by the Minister of Defense?
Not only that, we saw it coming. And among my friends, among people that we discussed with before the 2015 election, I did not vote for Buhari. And I can never vote for Buhari. For many reasons. You see, like I said the other time, that we fail to learn from history. Buhari is not pretending. He's showing his true color. And when you look at it, the Fulani people, I'm sorry to say this, but most of their leaders are too much ethnocentric. When you look at, I'm sorry to say this, to draw you back, Ahmadu Bello, when questions were asked about Northern agenda, what do you believe in this Northern agenda? Ahmadu Bello will tell you there that if there is a vacancy, it must be a Northerner. If there is no Northerner that can occupy that position, the person that should occupy the position should not be a Southerner. They prefer expatriate than Southerner. Because expatriate at the end of the day will go back to their own town, to their own states or country. But in Southerner should take the third or fourth position. That's Northern agenda. And when you look at it really, like I said the other time, Buhari is taking us back to the days of Decree 20. He's taking us back to that era of military dictatorship. Go and ask questions from those who are relatives of the three O's. Bartholomew O, Oyo, and this other guy. Here are people who are arrested, prosecuted for an offense that the maximum punishment for that offense, as at the time they were committing the offense, was probably 21 imprisonment. But Buhari promulgated a decree and gives that decree a retrospective effect so that these people could be executed. They were executed. Professor Wole Soyinka led a protest pleading that these people should be spared. Buhari killed them. We were not too young then. I will know what really happened. He killed them. And there are a lot of things like that. And let me tell you, he's talking of corruption. But people forget to know, to realize and note it and underline it, that the father of corruption is nepotism. And when you are looking for somebody that is nepotism personified, it is Buhari. So what are we talking about? Okay. Let me give you another example. When he struck, and to the idea when they executed their coup, Shehu Shagari, who was in charge, was only given house arrest. But Alex Ekweme languished in jail, who was just VP, no executive power. But because what? It's not in Northern. Now, he spent about 1 billion naira because of politics in his program, for funeral program. Somebody that he put in jail for no offense, about 20 months or more than that man spent in jail. It's coming now. It's coming up. I believe Nigeria will know now and think.